scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
The score, Falcons 7, Panthers 0.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Carolina.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Bridgewater's pass.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down by Shaq.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. And come on out here, let's go.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it, he can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
21. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Now Ryan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Gurley, handoff left. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the Panthers' 21-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20.
Showtime,
and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the 1st quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 85 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the point out.
We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Chris Van Hurts. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Mickens to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A first down carry for Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the draw, this is Smith. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11 now.
No, check that. We don't like 52 right here. Good try.
They run. It's Gurley. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The 38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tank McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's Michael Pilardi now.
On to punt for the Panthers.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Mickens. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Hurst. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And just a quick hitch route there, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. K1 short. Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater now from the 50. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down, Carolina.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Carolina.
DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. It's starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 85 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Derek Brown in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Down, Panthers.
He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
DJ Moore.
A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. Bridgewater on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Sly lining up for the point after.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And 9 at the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Ryan wants to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling that?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Burris. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Leroy Reynolds. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.